Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. I'm a part-time reseller, and today I have a what sold video for you. And today I'm going to do things a little differently. Instead of wasting paper, I'm going to try to read from my spreadsheet. I love using Google Sheets. That's where I track my inventory, and then I cut and paste things to each month. And so I'm going to try to read it from here instead of my sheet. So bear with me if I have any like mishaps. But I have all of the photos up ready to show you guys. November, this is for the first 2 weeks of November. I feel like October ended pretty strong. October was a wonderful month for me, but the first week of November was all right. And the second week, I was like, hello, is anyone there? It was a little rough, and I really ramped things up this weekend. So like the 14th and 15th, I definitely had probably as many sales in those 2 days as I did from the entire 8th through that point. So I don't know. I feel like maybe people are saving up their money and they're getting ready to start their Christmas shopping, and just kind of it was a weird week. So we are going to go through my sales on Poshmark, Mercari, and Kidizen. I love doing these videos because I especially love watching these videos. It is how I learn what brands are selling, how much to price things for, and it's definitely made me be a little bit more realistic when it comes to accepting offers and keeping in mind front and center what I paid for items. Because prior to this year, you know, I might have paid $5 for an item knowing its value was maybe $60, and I might get an offer for $40, and I'd be like, oh, now I just take the dang offer, you know? So that is one tip I can give you. Remember your cost of goods, you know? Okay, I'm gonna screen share and let's jump in. Okay, here we go. All right, we are going to start on Poshmark, and I know this is a random item to start on. This is a thong, and you know, this came in my very first ThredUp 200-pound rescue box, so I have $1.47 into it. I did decide to list all of the bras and underwear I got because I do well at bras, and so I figured this would be an item someone would pair with something. I think it had the retail price of $12 on it, but somebody paid my full asking price of $7 plus the Posh shipping. So apparently someone wanted to look like a tiger, and I'm not sad about it. So to speed things up for this video, I'm just going to tell you guys where I got it and what I paid, and then you'll see that this sold for $7. So you can do mental math if you want to know my profit. For example, on this one, my profit after it was $2.58. But let's move on. These Zara gray jogger pants were actually my daughter's. So I have nothing into these, and they sold for $7. This baby Gap Christmas onesie was probably the oldest item in my entire inventory, but I delisted and relisted it, and it sold for $8. I think I had it listed at 10, just thinking someone would bundle. So I actually bought this. If this tells you how old it is, you guys, I bought this from my youngest daughter, who is now 6 years old. So, but I hope this also shows you that people will pay the shipping for little tiny onesie kids outfits on Posh. This Lululemon blue sweater, I did have priced pretty cheap because it did have a hole, which I showed in the photos. It was a tiny little hole, but this was a great layering piece. This also came in my ThredUp 200-pound bulk box, so $1.47 into it. I took an offer for $17, so still quite a great profit. These Nikes, they came in a ThredUp shoe box, and so I had $5.30 into them. They sold for $30. This Hannah Anderson Christmas pajama, they actually still sell this top, or it's right now on their website for $46. It was almost like brand new without tags, and I scored this from the bins for 65 cents. So I was very happy to accept an offer of $20. Seek High Run, this is a brand of kids shoes that I talk about often. So even if you're not someone who seeks out kids shoes, they have a little wagon on them. Make sure they don't say the word basics underneath where it says Seek High Run, because that's the Target one. But guys, these always sell for over $20 for me. This is a tiny little toddler size 5, and they sold for $23. And I did pay up at $3.99 for these at Goodwill because I knew that they would sell, and they sell fast. These Bionic mules were brand new in the box. I had $13.80 into them from Swap, and so I still made a profit of $19. They sold for $41, but Swap is a website that I love. I have a coupon code down below to save 40% off of your order. I buy all kinds of stuff for my family there, and then I buy a couple things to flip and end up getting my kids' school clothes and things for us for free. Janie and Jack, I have also had these forever. I do have $1.49 into them. I could not leave them behind at Goodwill because I thought they were perfect for Christmas, but I bought them before last Christmas. So they finally sold because I did not have all of my little baby stuff cross-posted to Poshmark until about February of this year. I'm glad I did. And I use List Perfectly for all of my cross-posting. I love it. I can't imagine doing this reselling side hustle without it. I do have a code for that below. Save you 30% off. Give it a try. You will never go back. All right, these bear traps were given to me by a family member to sell, and they sold for $16. So pure profit. These Nike Air Force One sneakers, they actually came in a women's thread-up shoe rescue box. They definitely said youth on them, but I knew they would eventually sell. Where are they on here? So I have $5.30 into them. They sold for $22, and they were in not the best condition, so I was very happy with that. These Levi's men's size 36 dark wash jeans came in a men's thread-up rescue box for $3.24. They sold for $33. This Obermeyer jacket, if you watched my thread-up 50-pound bulk kids rescue videos, the first one was great. The second one was pretty terrible. This was one of the very few pieces I listed, and I do want to update and say, I made almost all of my money back taking that junk, if you will, to Once Upon a Child. So will I buy another one of those? I said absolutely not, but now I'm like, maybe, because I like trading there. Anyway, so let's see. I had 60 cents into this. That's what it worked out to be cost per piece, and it sold for $36, so not too shabby. This little Jellycat, this is, if you see this brand, Jellycat, they've got some of their retired animals that will go for a lot. So this one is just a normal old elephant, but I still knew he would sell. I picked him up for 99 cents at a local thrift store. So this is definitely a brand to look out for. It's called Jellycat, and there is a cat on the logo. These Dr. Seuss books I picked up, I had $1 into all four of them. They were 50 or 25, yeah, for $4 at a local thrift store that I went to. And so I took an offer for $13. Happy to see them go. These are not any of the ones that are now out of print. All right, these Converse, these were my husband's when I did a closet clean out for him recently. They sold for $35. These Crocs, let's see. Some of these things are not in order. Okay, I did average my cost of goods at Once Upon a Child one day, $5.52. They sold for $16, so not a huge profit, but I think they really had these priced at like $3. This BKE Pearl Snap Plaid shirt came in a thread-up men's 100-pound box, $3.13 into it. I took an offer of $18. This was not a good pickup, but it was $1.99, so I had $2 into it. I sold it for $8. It was this really cool little learning game, and I thought maybe I would keep it for my kids, which is why I did pay $2 for it. But one day I sent out 30% off offers to any of my items that I've had listed for over 120 days, and so I had a couple people accept, and this was one of them. This dress was as well. It's a Matilda Jane dress. It just had some fading. It was my daughter's dress, and so an offer went out, and someone accepted for $13. This is a great brand to buy. Oftentimes dresses will sell for a lot more than that. This Billabong fleece, I thought this was really cute, and if it wasn't a size small, I would have kept it. It came in a thread-up bulk 200-pound box, $1.47 into it. This was another thing that they got a 30% off offer. I just really wanted to clear stuff out. I believe I listed this back in April after I got that first 200-pound box, and it just wasn't the right time of year, and I just kind of wanted it gone. Same with this. I didn't list many of the Forever 21 pieces. In fact, I maybe listed 2. This one was brand new with the tags, which is why I listed it. It had so many likes and on all of the platforms. Nobody wanted to pay for it until I sent a 30% off offer. So you know what? I had $1.47 into it. So I ended up making a profit of $3.08. $3 is $3. All right, Beautiful. These are really awesome shoes. They were a women's size 11 and they were like a shimmery suede. I don't know how to explain it, but these came in a ThredUp box, $6.67 into them. This is when they increased the price of those boxes to $90, I think, for a little while. So anyway, I was really happy to see these sell for that much because I made a profit of $24.53. These Vineyard Vine shorts, I picked these up retail arbitrage from Marshall's over the summer. So I did have $10 into them. They sold for $25 and I doubled my money. I made a profit of $10. So retail arbitrage, that's kind of the goal, in my opinion, is to double your money. If you can do more than that, fantastic. But I just thought these were really cool. And my son will wear them like in college by the time he fits. I think that was a boy's size 14. All right, this was a bundle sale. Just another, it goes to show you guys, these Speedo swim goggles, they came in a bulk.com box. I did a delist, relist. I had those listed since the springtime and they sold within an hour of relisting them, even though they've been in my closet forever. So this sold as a bundle. The Star Wars Christmas team, I had $1 into, $2 into the goggles, and $8 into these vintage Goosebumps books, only because I bought a ton of them for my son. I didn't remember which ones he had. These were the 4 that he already had. So all in, I was $11 into this bundle. And I believe, what did this bundle sell for? I don't know, but I made a profit of, I made $28. So I was happy to see all those things go. And it worked out to me still making like a $17 profit. So not too bad. This Janie and Jack pea coat, picked this up at the bins for 65 cents. I knew I would have better luck selling. This was the day that we took a bunch of the kids stuff that we found to Once Upon a Child to do my Once Upon a Challenge. This was an item I kept to sell myself just because, like I said, I knew I could do better, and I did. It sold for $27. Janie and Jack, depending on the piece, it's very, very expensive retail. And I would say for the most part, it holds its resale value, especially the more substantial pieces. This Aerie sports bra, I'm pretty sure this look, it had like 15 likes on Posh, likes everywhere. This came in my, if you remember, I opened up a Jomar bralette mystery box where every single one was a size extra small. This one did not have tags. It had the name brand all crossed out. Anyway, I sold it for $7 and my average cost of goods for that box was $3.25. So y'all, I made a whopping 80 cents on this bra. So, you know, my friend Nicole is doing a really awesome Jomar shoe palette unboxing right now, and she's going to make so much profit. But my experience with Jomar, and I ordered the bras, I've ordered 2 kids shoe boxes from them. I got a full refund on one of those boxes, and then I did a comfort shoe. So I've given them 4 chances, and it's just not, it's not been good. So I don't know. Nicole's kind of making me want to give them one more chance, but not anytime soon. All right, this Urban Outfitters necklace, this came in a ThredUp fun box, $3.24 into it. Another item where I made $3 profit, but I think this was one of those items where like so many people got the same item, so I was very happy to see it go. And it was another one where I delisted, relisted. So if you're not doing that, even if you don't have a secondary third-party app to do that for you, it's very easy in Posh to copy your listing and relist it and delete the other listing. I suggest doing that, especially on any new with tags items that you have, especially with the holidays coming. All right, these Banana Republic new with tags medium wash girlfriend jeans we got at our most recent trip to the bins, 78 cents into them. They sold for an this person, I think I had them listed at $39 and I got a $35 offer, and I don't think I've ever clicked accept offer so fast. Like I didn't want to be weird and accept it. Like I happened to be online when she sent it. I'm like, do I accept it this exact moment? I think I gave it like 38 seconds and accepted it. So that was a really great sale. I made a $27 profit. These Calvin Klein Oxford loafers came in one of my most recent ThredUp shoe boxes, $5.30 into them. They sold for $27. So I don't pick up Calvin Klein shoes, but now I will definitely be paying attention to if I find real leather Calvin Klein shoes, because they sold like within 24 hours. All right, we're gonna head over to Kidizen. This I've had forever. This is a little kid's poncho. I had 50 cents into it from a local thrift, but it didn't have a size, and yeah, so it just took a long time to sell. So I was happy to see that it actually sold overnight one day for my full asking price. So they were $16.15 into it. I do not offer free shipping on Kidizen or Mercari, so I'm just going to tell you how much it sold for, but then you'll see right next to it, it tells you plus the shipping. So that's what they paid. This was not a good pickup. I just thought this was so cool. I picked up maybe 4 or 5 Fisher-Price vintage toys from a random thrift store one day. I only had 50 cents into it, but I have had it for maybe 2 years. So it did finally sell for my full asking price. And so I did make a profit of $10, but it took a long time. And then I had to figure out what kind of box to put it in and keep it under the 8 ounces. And it was just a thing. Another pair of Sea Kai Run. These I did pay $7.50 for because they were kind of a boot style, but they were in new condition. But again, they were a little toddler size 6. They sold within a day of posting for my full asking price of $26.15. So that is definitely a brand to look for if you are going through the kids' shoes. This Boston Bruins, this is another one of the items that I pulled to post from my 50-pound kids box that wasn't too great. It sold pretty quickly though. It was a big kid size 14, 60 cents into it, sold for 15 plus shipping. This Hannah Anderson dragon shirt was my daughter's. I think originally I picked it up at Marshall's. I haven't seen Hannah Anderson at Marshall's it's been about a year now, but there was a short period of time where all of the Marshalls across the country got an influx of Hannah Anderson items. I scooped up a lot of it for personal use. It was really priced up in my opinion. Things were like between $10 and $15, which is a great price for Hannah if you're buying it for personal use. So I was happy to get all of our money back. I think I paid $7.99 for this. And it sold for 14 plus shipping. This Lululemon. So here's the thing. A lot of people don't want to sell on Kidizen because maybe you don't sell kids clothes or whatever, but they accept women's clothing and accessories as well. And they have this cool feature. I don't list to Facebook Marketplace. So if you already are cross-posting to Facebook Marketplace, cool. Number one, I don't have the time. Number two, I don't really want sales intermingled with my personal stuff because I do run my personal business also from Facebook. So anyway, on Kidizen, there is a little toggle. It does not cost anything extra. It's no extra work, but there's a toggle you can turn on. It will push every single listing in your shop to the Facebook Marketplace. So this person, when I saw that I had an order, it said Kidizen Facebook buyer, and they pay full price because you can't send them offers the way if someone else, a random person liked an item on Kidizen, I could send them an offer. So it always will sell for your full asking price, no extra work to you. And it's basically like you're posting on 2 platforms, 2 for 1. It's like a BOGO, and I'm a coupon queen now and forever. I used to actually be an extreme couponer. Anyway, so this sold for my full asking price. This Lululemon Energy Bra for $19 plus shipping. I did post this in good used condition. It had some color fading on it and it had some wash wear, but it still sold. So where did I get this? At Goodwill for $3. So a good flip. All right, this Restoration Hardware, I did not even know that they had kids clothing, but this came in my first ThredUp Kids 50-pound bulk box where I got so many cute pieces to keep for my own kids. I made a lot of money from Once Upon a Child, and I still had about 15 pieces to list, and this was one of them. It sold for my full asking price of $29, plus they paid $8.55 in shipping. I was able to squeeze it into a padded flat rate. It was only a little kid size too, and in that box I had a 59-cent cost of goods. Another women's item to sell on Kidizen, this Columbia Sherpa zip-up jacket. Let's see, where is that one? This I also got at the bins, 65 cents that day, and it sold for $29 plus shipping. Also fitted in the padded flat rate. All right, this panda dress, this was a personal item. I bought 2 of these for my little girls, and I got them at a store. What's that store called? Burlington Coat Factory. And if you've never been in there, I've never done retail arbitrage in there, but I can see how you could. Anyway, their stuff is so cheap. It's kind of like a Ross. And I want to say I paid $4.99 for these dresses. They were not great quality, but it still sold for my full asking price of, what is that, $16.65, something like that. $12.50 plus $4.15 shipping. And it's, you know, Christmas stuff is selling right now. So great store to check out and get your Christmas stuff listed. All right, the last platform, let's head over to Mercari. This is a Lululemon Raise the Bar tank from the bins for 78 cents. This is a really cute one. And it sold for $26 plus shipping. This Savage Fenty bra, I did pick this up at Goodwill. I did pay $6 for it because it was new with the tags. I do not recommend paying up for this brand. It had a lot of likes, but it took a couple months to sell, and it finally sold for $17. I mean, I still made a profit of $9, but I had to wait a little while. These Kamek slippers, they were a little baby tall, they're size 5. And let's see, I picked those up at Once Upon a Child. Average cost of goods that day was $5.50, and they sold for $17 plus shipping. These Nike boots, they were a big kid size. They were a youth size 6.5. And these, I did pick up at Goodwill. I bought a lot of adult shoes that day and boots, so my cost of goods was a little high that day at $8.30, but they sold for $48 plus shipping, and I made a profit of $33, so it was definitely still a good pickup. It took a little while to sell because I bought them over the summer, and it was not boot season yet. All right, this is a random sale. These are all QVC bras, and these retail for like $35 to $55 a piece. The brand Breezy's is one of them. Anyway, these all came in my ThredUp bulk 200-pound box. The very first order I got had almost a whole box full of tchotchkes. I don't know. That's just what I said that day. I'm like, oh, there's a whole box of random crap. It was trinkets and socks and bras, and anyway, so I counted all 5 of these because they were all the same size, obviously from the same person. They were all size 44 double D. And so I had $1.32 into all of them because when I was doing my cost of goods and counting items, I just knew I would list it as one item. They sold for $30 plus the $7.84 shipping. You've heard me say I will never do FedEx Smart Post again. I've had a terrible experience with them on both being the buyer now and the seller, but UPS has now started doing, what do they call it? SurePost. It's a very similar name. We have a UPS literally 0.2 miles from my house, so I don't mind having to go there. So I have started doing that over on Mercari. It's right next door to the Publix, our grocery store, which I'm at all the time anyway. So all that to say, this was a pretty great sale. So I don't want to call them old lady bras, but look, my mother-in-law loves QVC, and I asked her if she'd ever heard of Breezy's when I was sorting through that inventory, and she was like, yes, those are expensive. So I blame her for helping me to make this money. So list everything, guys. I love it. All right, another pair of Sea Kai Run. These sold within maybe a day or two of posting. This was one of the items that I used my credit from trading in my ThredUp 50-pound kids whatever bulk box. So when you trade in, you get 10% off of your entire purchase at this particular location. Plus I didn't have to pay sales tax. So I had $7.22 into these. They sold for $35 plus shipping. So I'm counting that profit of $22.96, almost $23 as profit from that box that I paid $100 and whatever for. So that box has ended up making me money for sure. This Disney flannel nightgown was my daughter's. It sold for $12. This is Roots Canada. This is a wool scarf. I picked this up at the bins for 78 cents, and it sold for $16 plus shipping. Now, y'all heard me badmouth and Jomar, but in the one kid's shoebox that I did keep, there was a couple shoes that were from Spain and various brands, Children's Chic. These are Naturino, and there was one other, but anyway, these sold for $19 plus shipping, and I had $3.42 into them. So it was still a $12.83 profit. So those shoes have all started selling off. So I do think that I will end up profiting on that kids shoebox, but I don't know. It just was pretty terrible. If you watch that video, remember I got the pair of bunny slippers that literally had a hole, like he was talking, you know, it was bad. It was so bad. All right. So far in the month of November, let me see if I can see on this spreadsheet. I have made $1,300 in the first 2 weeks. So not the best, not the worst, not where I would like to be, because my goal, I don't compare myself to other resellers. This is my side hustle. I do it because it makes me happy. It brings me joy. And if there comes a time where it doesn't make me happy, then I don't need or to do it anymore. So I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I just like to be better than I was the month before. I'm only in competition with myself. And I love teaching people and helping people in every job I've ever had. That's kind of what I do. So that's why I decided to share my journey here on YouTube. So give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one, which will probably be a ThreadUp unboxing because I bought a lot of them last month. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. And thank you so much for hanging today. Bye.